I was in a complete slump a few months ago. I stopped working out, I was eating junk food, no structure to my days. And what I'm gonna share in this video is how I got my ish together, built my discipline back brick by brick, organized my time, work, routines, hobbies, because I know you want to make days count before 2026 comes around. So grab your pen and paper because you will want to take notes. This video is kindly sponsored by Bravo. More about them later in the video. Quick disclaimer, every time I say productivity, I want you to take it as healthy productivity because often there is a difference. And I'm so done with hustling, always being busy. It's just not in my definition of productivity. As I always say, I want to be productive, not busy. So even though you see in the title, Great Lock-in, keep your approach to this concept balance because we're not machines that's supposed to work every single waking hour. Especially as females, we also need to nurture ourselves and slow down time to time to take care of our health better. And you don't want to isolate yourself from the society since it's simply not good for our mental health. And maybe you want to work on your soft skills. Yes, we want to change our lives, get things done, reach our goals, but it's crucial to find your own flow when it comes to sustainable discipline and being productive. Now we got that out of the way, let's start with the first point. 1. Warm up. You start fast with working out, you injure yourself. You start fast with studying, you struggle. You start fast with reading, you get bored. This applies to everything in life. When we rush into a new habit, our excitement tricks us into thinking that speed equals progress. But what we actually need is rhythm. Don't push the process. Start the flow. Think of this stage as your warm-up, not the main game. You're teaching your body and your mind to trust consistency more than intensity. Think of this first step as laying the foundation of a building, because no foundation, no building. You can't rush the laying of bricks if you want the walls to last. Imagine starting the year by simply showing up, not to prove anything, not to chase perfection, but to build the muscle of showing up itself. Maybe it's reading just 5 pages a day, walking 10 minutes, or focusing for 15 minutes at a time. It seems small, almost insignificant, but that's the point. The small things stack up quietly until one day they become your new normal. And I know this wasn't what you were expecting to hear in a video about productivity. It's not the hype, it's the truth. Whoever has patience for great outcomes wins. The people who play the long game always do. So this is your invitation to slow down and build deliberately, because what you're building isn't just habits, it's discipline. It's proof that you can stay steady even when the excitement fades. 2026 will come faster than you think, but by the time it does, you won't just be ready to pick up the pace. You will have already built the foundation strong enough to carry everything that follows. Now we've laid the groundwork for a productive journey. It's time to think about how we can maintain this momentum and stay connected with our community. Whether you're a creator, business owner, or an entrepreneur, building meaningful relationships is key. That's where today's partner Bravo comes in, a powerful all-in-one marketing platform designed to help you grow and nurture your audience effortlessly. Bravo offers a suite of tools tailored for creators and small businesses. Email marketing. Simplify your campaigns with easy-to-use templates and automation so you can focus on creating content while Bravo handles the delivery. SMS, WhatsApp messaging. Reach your audience instantly with personalized messages that grab attention and build real connections. Marketing automation. Automate repetitive tasks and workflows to save time and ensure your audience gets the right message at the right moment. And there's something called Aura AI, which is super cool. Use the power of AI to optimize your campaigns, create smarter messages, and analyze what works best for your growth. Bravo is designed to simplify your marketing, helping you engage your audience in a more personalized way. If I were own a brand now, I wouldn't want my customers feeling like they're just a number. Personalized communication isn't just a nice touch, it actually boosts loyalty and keeps your customers coming back. With analytics built in, you can track results, understand your audience, and make data-driven decisions that drive real growth. Whether you're sending an important update, promoting a new product, or nurturing your community, Bravo gives you the tools to communicate effectively without overcomplicating things. It's all about working smarter, not harder, so you can focus on the bigger picture, which is building your business and your brand. And here is the best part, my friends. You can redeem my code Gabriella to save 50% on Bravo's starter and standard plans for the first 3 months on an annual subscription. This is for new paying customers. Just use my personal link and enter the code at checkout. It's a fantastic way to supercharge your marketing and take control of your audience engagement from day one. So if you're ready to turn your ideas into action and maintain that productive, disciplined flow we've been talking about, Bravo is the tool to help you get there. Now let's get back to building that 2026 productivity plan with the right mindset and with the right tools in place. 2. Gentle discipline. One thing I realized during my great lock-in process is that discipline doesn't always have to be harsh. It can be gentle, calm, flexible, and forgiving. You don't need to wake up at 5 a.m., drink black coffee, and sprint into the day to be disciplined. Sometimes discipline simply means adjusting instead of quitting. That's where adaptation comes in. The more you're able to adapt to change, the less you'll feel stuck. If your schedule shifts, shift with it. If your energy drops, work with what you have. The goal isn't perfection, it's a movement. Even slow movement is still forward. The second part of gentle discipline is beating perfectionism. For so long, we've tied discipline to control, but real control is knowing when to let go. Done is better has become my motto lately. Less questioning, more action. Less overthinking, more doing. Because most of the time, it's not the task that drains us. It's the mental debates before starting. When you drop the need to make everything flawless, you create space to actually finish. And finishing, no matter how imperfect, builds more confidence than waiting for the perfect moment ever could. That's what gentle discipline really is. Progress without punishment. Now that you built your foundation and learned the art of gentle discipline, it's time to talk about structure, how to actually organize your time so everything stays in motion. I found that one of the most effective tools for me is the Notion calendar. It's where I time block my days, literally assigning a home for every task. Work, workouts, study sessions, even rest. When everything has a place, my mind finally has space. I don't wake up wondering what to do next. The plan is already waiting for me. Time blocking keeps me grounded. It's like building small containers of focus throughout the day, protecting me from distractions and that overwhelming I have so much to do feeling. But here is something equally important. Don't make your calendar all about productivity. You can't pour from an empty cup. The more you fill your day with only output, the faster you will burn out. So block time for hobbies too, for things that feed you without demanding results. Read something just because it feels good. Go for a walk. Create for the sake of joy. These moments might not look productive on paper, but they are what recharge your discipline. Remember, structure isn't meant to cage your life. It's meant to give you the freedom to actually live it. 4. The cue. Once you start organizing your time, the next question becomes what deserves to go first. For me, the priority was YouTube. I asked myself one simple question: what is the one thing that will make the biggest difference in my life right now or 3 months later? It's such a powerful question because it clears the noise. You can even journal about it if you want. Sometimes seeing it on paper brings clarity you didn't know you needed. But no matter how emotionally connected I was to that goal, I made sure my foundation stayed the same. My health came first because no amount of progress matters if your energy is gone. So I created a queue, a simple but intentional order of priorities that keeps me grounded. First came my workout splits, then getting back into my language study routine, eating clean again, and hydrating daily. Then came YouTube and all the work-related goals. It's not that my career mattered less, it's that my body and mind had to be ready to support it. Think of priorities like a chain. If the first few links are weak, the rest won't hold. When you start with what sustains you, everything else flows more smoothly. That's the real secret to momentum. Not doing more, but doing things in the right order. And 5, next chapter, 2026. I don't want this great lock-in to be like one of those extreme diets you start with excitement but end up hating by the third day. This isn't about restriction or punishment, it's about preparation. It's your journey and it's your job to make it enjoyable, flexible, and sustainable, because the goal was never to survive a short-term challenge, it was to prepare for the next chapter, 2026. Everything you built during this process, the patience, the gentle discipline, the structure, the priorities, these are the foundations that will carry you through the year ahead. No foundation, no building. And now you built yours. The habits you're forming right now aren't temporary fixes. They are the blueprint for the person you're becoming. As 2026 approaches, remember this. Discipline doesn't have to be heavy. It can be light, peaceful, and deeply fulfilling when you align it with who you want to be. You're not waiting for a new year, new me moment. You're already becoming that version day by day. This is your great lock-in, your quiet evolution before the world even notices what's coming. And it's only going to get better from here. This was just the beginning of my 2026 series. I will be sharing more content on building healthy habits, organization, and planning for the new year. So if you're ready to enter your most productive, balanced era yet, stay tuned. 2026 is our year to thrive. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!